seated. From here, take a little gentle twist to one side and then to the other. And come back to center and release feet flat to the mat, knees bent, and slowly roll down onto the back. One vertebrae at a time, and then bring feet in closer to the hips. So you want ankles or heels just below the knees. And then when you're ready, moving bridge, lift the hips as you lift arms overhead, and then on exhale, release the hips, release the arms. Every inhale, lift it up. Every exhale, release. So your feet are about hip width distance, so right where the hip bones stick out in front, that's how far away you want your feet. This is a great pose to just relieve the back, loosen up the spine a little bit, and then bring knees into chest. Hug them in, give them a good squeeze, rock side to side. And take one hand on each knee and draw circles with the knees. Loosen up the hips. Take a few circles in one direction and then reverse. And then from here, extend one leg straight out onto the mat and find a twist. Take your bent knee one direction and take your gaze the opposite direction, twisting the spine from the base all the way up to the top of the neck. And then switch sides. Twisting is a great way to get rid of stress, get ready for bed, helps with digestion. And from here, give the knees another little squeeze. And then we'll find thread the needle pose. So take one ankle in front of the knee and then reach through and grab for the hamstring or the shin. If you need more of a stretch, grabbing the shin. And then pull the legs into the chest as much as you need for a stretch. This is a great way to relieve the hip, the hamstring, and the glutes. And switch sides when you're ready. And see if you can keep the shoulders and the neck, the forehead, the jaw, keep everything relaxed. Just using a little upper body strength to pull the legs in closer to the chest if you need more of a deep stretch. And when you feel even on both sides, release, give the knees another squeeze. And then come up to a seat just so we can turn around and come into legs up the wall pose. So how I like to get into this pose is come over into a fetal position on my side with my hips and my feet close to the wall. And then I just turn over onto my back and reach legs straight up the wall. Arms just relax at my sides. So your hips don't have to touch the wall here. They can be up to a few inches away. And from here, when you're ready, take the feet a little wider than hip width distance, the knees a little wider than hip width distance, and then just slide the feet down the wall like you're in a deep squat. Release the hips. Take deep breaths here. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. And then extend legs back up the wall, soles of feet to touch, and then let feet slide down the wall again. Release the hips. Hips are an area where we store a lot of stress, so it's great to release that area before bed. And then when you're ready, take legs back up the wall, and then let the legs just slide apart, taking them as wide as feels comfortable in the legs and in the hips. come back to legs straight up the wall. And from here we'll find thread the needle variation with legs up the wall. So this is a great option because your upper body doesn't have to do any work at all. Just take that ankle in front of the knee and then let that other foot slide down the wall as much as you need for a stretch. So this is a great variation on thread the needle. Take the other side when you're ready. And then from here you can rest in any of these variations of legs up the wall pose. Or you can come around and come back to lay on your back and find another resting pose on the back. So you can always take Final Shavasana with legs up the wall if you choose, even after a regular class if your legs have had a great workout, or if it's evening and you want to just rest a little bit more, take legs up the wall pose. But other great options are, of course, corpse pose, or here, Supta Baddha Konasana, or supine cobbler's pose. So the soles of the feet together and the knees apart. So hands can be on the belly like they are here, or you can have arms just relaxing at the sides. And of course, you can also take corpse pose as an option. So as your final resting pose here, take whatever's most comfortable, enjoy, and have a great night of sleep. Start seating.